It's going to be a major week for central banks with major meetings set for the US, the European Union and Japan. Markets are starting out the week on an optimistic note in Japan today, while exchanges in South Korea and also China are mixed on Monday. US investors are hoping to extend a rally late last week on hopes that the Federal Reserve will show a stronger signal that interest rate hikes are coming to an end. The S&P 500 is ending a month in positive territory, with fears of a US default receding into the rearview mirror. But worries about a wider global slowdown persist, with China posting lackluster figures and Goldman Sachs warning investors that its real estate sector's debt troubles will persist. Let's get more on this now with Han Tan in Abu Dhabi. He's Xinity Group Chief Market Analyst. Thank you very much for joining us today. Han, unexpected hikes in Canada, but also Australia last week have really contributed to the uncertainty about the Fed actions this week. What do you expect?
So we, like the market, expect the Fed to leave rates unchanged this week. But you're right to point out the hawkish surprises out of those other countries last week shows that perhaps the bar has been lowered somewhat for the Fed to spring a hawkish surprise. So if we actually see a hike this week, I think that will be a shocker that might trigger some knee-jerk reactions or knee-jerk declines, I should say, for U.S. stocks and even gold prices.
Right, and markets are also looking ahead to the CPI print in the US. Do you think that a very high CPI print tomorrow could change the picture?
Potentially, right? And now to quantify very high, we use the 4.1% market forecast as a benchmark. So if tomorrow's CPI figure comes in substantially higher than that, perhaps closer to 5%, I think that would revive expectations for a Fed hike, not just perhaps this week, but also for the months ahead as well, keeping in mind that inflation remains the Fed's primary enemy at this point in time.
Right. Han Tan, thank you very much. And now let's go to other top stories from around the world. UBS has completed its acquisition of embattled local rival Credit Suisse, sealing the biggest merger in banking scene since the 2008 financial crisis. In March, the Swiss lender had agreed to the $3.2 billion deal orchestrated by the government in an effort to avoid a broader banking crisis. The merger creates a giant lender with a balance sheet of $1.6 trillion. George Soros has handed over the running of his $25 billion financial and charitable empire to his younger son, Alexander Soros. Alex took over his father's Open Society Foundation as chairman in December and said he is more political than his father. The 92-year-old Soros has a net worth of $6.7 billion, listed as one of the top 400 richest people in the world. And the UEFA Champions League final has helped Istanbul Airport to achieve a new record of daily flights. According to Turkey's Directorate General of Civil Aviation, the airport saw 1,594 takeoffs and landings on Saturday as football lovers from all around the world visited Istanbul to witness the event. Additional scheduled and charter flights have played an important role in the record. And that is all from Business for now.